What is going on, guys? Today I got me a portable monitor in the house. Now, this thing is not just a portable monitor where you do office work with. I literally got this because it said it had 120 hertz for gaming. So, as you know, if you play games, you want the highest refresh rate as possible. I mean, this monitor that I have back here, the Samsung, is 240 hertz. So once I went on and played Overwatch with that thing, I just couldn't set my eyes on any other monitor to play games with. Anyway, and so refresh rate is really important to me when it comes to gaming monitor now. And this one is a portable monitor, if you can believe it. 2024, guys, that's how it works here, right? Portable monitors, crazy, at high refresh rates. Anyhow, let's go ahead and unbox it. I did get this one at a discount, so I've had this monitor in the back of my head for a while. It was never a really good opportunity for me to get it because I'm like, why do I need another monitor? I mean, seriously, if you look at, I have two monitors. I'm looking at two monitors right now, and I have two of them over there. Yeah, I don't need any more monitors, but man, I couldn't resist this one because 120 hertz. Come on. All right, so first off, let's see what all it comes with here. This looks like mini HDMI. Yeah, mini HDMI to regular HDMI. So it's got that cover for you. Most of these monitors do mini HDMI, which is interesting to me because if you use mini HDMI, can it support 120 hertz? Anyway, we'll have to test that out. So USB-C to USB-C. Usually these right here are to power the monitor, and then they usually give you another USB-C to USB-C, just in case if you don't use stuff that has Thunderbolt 4 or even Thunderbolt 3. Like I have a MacBook Pro right here that supports Thunderbolt, so I think I could just plug one wire into this thing and it'll work. So yeah, let's go ahead and test this thing out. This is a 16-inch, by the way. It's one of the reasons why I actually have been holding out on it as well is that I just couldn't do the whole 14-inch because that's what most portable monitors are, right? Smaller. This one is 16-inch. All right, comes with a nice little case here. Oh, okay. It looks like it's magnetized though, because you look at this back here where you can fold. I'm gonna test that out a little bit. Yeah, it is magnetized, because see, look, magnetically attached back there. It's a higher quality than most of the portable monitor that I have seen. If you look at this right here, I mean, it looks clean, right? But it is, I think it's aluminum. It's not plastic, I don't think. But at least, hey, you know what? It has a VESA mount right back here, right? Because that's another thing, guys. You don't think you need it until you actually want to mount it up somewhere. And I have like two other portable monitors that doesn't have this, and they're pretty much useless for me right now. I have to use little clamps to clamp them up and stuff like that. I don't know. VESA mount. It's nice that they included that. And look, it doesn't increase the size of the bezel at all. The bezel is that how you say it? This is the micro USB right here, or is it the mini? There's two ports for USB-C right here, so as you can see, either one of those ports will do the data and the powering as well. So I think this is a modern enough monitor where I could just plug one in. I don't have to worry about plugging a power and data in. So buttons on the side right here pretty much is to set your settings and things like that for the menu, power, and micro USB on the side right here in case you need to use micro USB. Wow. Even have a headphone jack back here too, guys, so in case you want that. My use case on the headphone jack on these, by the way, is that I have one like attached to a wall, and what I do is I plug a speaker into it, and so now it's an entertainment system. It's a small entertainment system that's just attached on a wall, right? You've seen those. They have just some cool anime running in the background, that's what I was trying to do. But I also wanted to watch it too, so I plug a speaker into that. I believe this is the use case right here for these flappy covers. It has enough grip on this thing where I guess it'll work. Yeah, it has enough grip. One of my first monitor, by the way, comes with these flappy thing, and it just never really worked out for me because it always like fall off. This one, I think, you know, there's enough groove on the mat here that it will stay. And it looks like the rubber that they're using here has a lot of friction. So I think it will work out just fine on these. Yeah, I think it'll work out just fine. Just don't expect it to, like, you know, be on your lap or anything like that, I would say. It's more for a desktop mode, if that makes sense. All right, guys, so the last 10 minutes I've been testing out a variety of things. So the first thing I did was test out the iPad, just connecting one wire into the external monitor. And the external monitor, for some reason, won't work with just one wire. See this? So the iPad would just go, you know what? There's external monitor connected. Okay. And then it just stops. See, it just blinks. Yeah, it happens like that. And then, so what I did was, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it doesn't have enough power provided to the monitor. Maybe the monitor is just a little too strong. So I plug in a power source to the other USB-C, and then I plug it. So now you have two USB-C running on this external monitor. Okay, now it works. So the iPad doesn't provide enough power through the USB-C to the external monitor. Now, I just want to also mention that my other monitors, external monitors, doesn't do this. I can just plug one wire in and it works. So this is a special case right here where I think maybe a 16-inch, more power, 120 hertz, more power, you know, power-hungry type of portable monitor, right? So just an FYI, okay, if you want to use that with your iPad Pro, you're going to need two wires. It does work, you just need two wires. So I'm going to play real quick. Let's make sure it plays.
On my left to right here, you got yourself Osmo Mobile.
There we go. As you can tell, there's also speakers on here as well. So just an FYI on that one. But yeah, it does work. You just need two wires if you're going to use iPad Pro. Okay? All right, next device. Let's do it. Okay, so on this next one, I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro Max, which has USB-C. Plug it straight into this monitor right here. It's doing the same thing with the iPad. I don't think it's providing enough power to this device here, so it doesn't turn on, as you can see. All right, so once again, plug power in. And the other USB-C goes to the phone, and right there, you can see that it's working just fine. The cool part, though, is that if you look at this, it does charge the battery at the same time. So the power is routing to the portable monitor, and then the portable monitor charges the phone as I have it plugged in. So just an FYI on that one. iOS stuff, I guess, is not providing enough power to this portable monitor here. Okay, you're gonna need two wires. Okay, so you're also probably wondering, okay, so can I play like photo on this and then do landscape? So yes, you can. As you can see right here, it says screen mirroring right there. And then you can see that it's playing full screen over here. So it kind of knows. You don't have to like turn your phone or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just sends it over there. But yeah, it does work. As soon as you select the photo, see this? It goes screen mirror and then it plays on over here. Pretty smart stuff, you know, I would say. I don't have to worry too much about it. So let's say if I play a vertical video here, it just stays vertical. Yeah, so pretty smart. I mean, that's iOS smart, so the monitor just, you know, does what iOS says, and pretty good experience, I would say. And then next, I want you guys to take a look at the refresh rate on this. Like how fast it is. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's say, open this up. Okay, so if I were to go like this, it's pretty responsive. You see that? It's pretty responsive for a portable monitor, right? Okay, next device. Let's test it out. All right, guys, so definitely my mistake right here. Let me just tell you, Nintendo Switch, if you connect to an external monitor, you need to use its provided USB-C power brick, okay? or else it won't work. I try to use a 30-watt brick that I have, and I figure, okay, 30 watt, you know, I just plug it in. It doesn't work. It wants its original brick for it to work because it needs to provide enough power to this thing. Didn't know that. So anyway, yeah, it's connected now. So first off, let's go ahead and grab this baby. I don't know if I can play like this, to be honest with you, but I can't even see the screen. You know what? I want to turn this thing around. Switch is connected. Let's play, let's say, Shredder's Revenge. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle remake is probably one of the best arcade remake that I've ever seen, by the way. This is, I cannot stop playing this game. So as you can see the format, notice the black bars, okay? The Switch format is a little bit wider, so it has a small black bar up on the top and bottom there. You know, this is sufficient screen real estate, actually. 16 inches is pretty good. I like to pick April O'Neil. She's got some cool moves. Yeah, the screen looks good. Text is legible on there. And the audio, I mean, it's not the best, but it's good enough, right? I mean, what do you expect? You bring this thing on vacation, you want to play a Nintendo Switch? I think this is sufficient. I'm just going to keep throwing this guy. Nope. Gotta throw ya. Woo! I love the combo system in here. It's so smooth. Anyway, we're not doing a game review here, guys, okay? We're doing monitor review. I think. Yeah, this is really... It's very big. I'm not used to playing the Switch this big. Next, let's go over to the laptop. So this laptop it's pretty powerful, RTX 4070. And I am just now testing it out, and I see that in my setting. I don't know if you guys know or not, but when you get one of these monitors and you use it on a laptop, you have to go into advanced display setting, and you have to select 120 right there. You see that? Yeah, so you have to select that. But here's the kicker, okay? If you're going to be using 120 hertz, you are going to need to set your resolution not at 4K. So you have to lower the resolution. Right now my resolution is set at 2560 by 1600. That's what says recommended. But you see, you can go up to 4K right there, 3840. And if you go up to 3840, which is the 4K version, then you won't be able to do 120 hertz. By the way, it's pretty normal for these monitors, even the bigger monitor, they don't support 120 hertz at 4K. It's usually a lower resolution, like 2K. All right, guys, so I've finished setting up my laptop to the external monitor here, and I have to say, this monitor really keeps up with it, because so my laptop here is pretty powerful, right? RTX 4070 graphic card in there, so it can push, you know, pretty much to like 2 or 3 monitors if you want. And yeah, it pushes over here. Now here's the thing about this monitor. If you think you're gonna game on this thing with 120 hertz, all right, let me just show you something real quick. If you're gonna game at 120 hertz, then you need to set your setting. Let's see if I can get that right there at 2K. You see that? 2560. It says it's recommended, and that's when you can select 120 hertz. But you can actually go up to 4K on this monitor right here. You see that? 3840, 2160. Yeah, that's 4K resolution right there. And so if you up it to 4K, then it'll be just 60 hertz, which is sufficient. And also, it's very normal for 4K to be 60 and then 2K to be 120 hertz. I mean, I've gotten a few other monitors that are the same way. Okay, so right now I have it plugged into the PlayStation, and let me just show you what the signal is pushing. All right, So right now I'm in the setting. I can say current video output signal. And this is what you see right here. It actually says 4K at 60 hertz right there. All right. And the color format, stuff like that, is HDR, so on and so forth. So it's good to go, guys. And here's the connected HDMI. Here it is at 4K, going at 60 right there. So HDR is supported with this monitor. That's what it's saying. So the PlayStation is pretty good at reading out those information, and that's where I like to really go in and test stuff out. Okay, so let me just show you what Horizon looks like on this thing. It's just fantastic. Possibly the most... Oof. 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 So right now I'm playing Horizon. And look at this. This thing is so beautiful, this game. Yeah, so needless to say, guys, this monitor is going to be great for anything that you throw at it. Really glad I got this one. Probably this is my most powerful monitor that I have here, especially with this 120 hertz that I can use on my PC in order to, you know, play some gaming on there. I think this is going to be, yeah, this is my best portable monitor that I've ever gotten. At a 16-inch, I didn't think much about it, but I don't think I would go anything lower than the 16-inch, to be honest with you, because, you know, you can get a bunch of like 14-inch ones and stuff like that with the same spec. I don't think I would go with the 14-inch. The 16-inch is just like my laptop, I guess. So it's the size of my laptop. If I'm going to carry around my laptop, this is the same size. So getting something smaller, I don't think would help. But anyway, that's up to you guys, but I think 16-inch is very sufficient. Anyway, guys, that's it for me right there. I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.